type of span is remote span. The one which we done was local span. This is called remote switch port analyzer. Now the only thing is here, if your source and destination are remotely connected, not connected to the same switch, then we call them remote span. And it can be away 2 switches, 3 switches and so on in your organization. Maybe you want to monitor a person which connected to a switch in first floor and your analyzer tool are in 8th floor and your analyzer tool are there. Now all these switches are connected with each other, and we know these interfaces which is connected to switches, normally these are trunk. Not normally, but most of the time you will see these are trunk, and we already discussed trunk. Either it may be an ether channel. We already discussed ether channel as well. So now what I need to do, my source is somewhere else and my destination is somewhere else. Then in this situation we call them remote span. Now the thing is how I will specify that my source interface is this one and my destination is far away switch. So for that purpose we are using a special type of VLAN, a dedicated VLAN. We call them remote span VLAN. Then we will create a VLAN. What this VLAN will do? They will carry the span data from one switch to any switches. So it means all the switches which coming between the target and snipper, you need to configure that remote span VLAN, which is a special type of VLAN, a dedicated VLAN for span. And you can give them any number. We don't care about VLAN number, but you need to type that this VLAN is a span, is a remote span VLAN. It's not a normal VLAN which we create to distinguish. This is the only thing you need to do. So when it's your source and destination in same switch, then it's so easy. We just need the source interface and destination interface. But if your source and destination in different switches, then you need to configure all the switches which coming between target and snipper way. You need to configure that special type of VLAN. This is the only difference. So let's do it. This is the same topology. Now what I will do, I will remove this cable. How to let me, yeah. So this part is same. Here is okay, and I need another switch now. IOL, and it's okay. Switch. Change the things to switch. Okay, and put them here. And connect this interface. So let me make this interface 0/2 as well. So we know both 0/02 is connected, and connect this snipper here. Now scenario is different. You see, scenario is a bit different now. What I need to do, let me start this one because it will take time, and let me start this switch, and let me start this switch, and let's start. Now the thing is, before my source and destination means the analyzer and target system were connected to the same switch. Now my target are connected to switch 1 and snipper is connected to switch 2. So I cannot say that this is the source interface. I cannot say that the destination interface is 0/2 because 0/2 is connected to another switch, which is wrong. So until the system start, keep in mind switch to switch link has to be trunk so that they can carry all VLAN traffic. We know this one. And normally you will see this interface trunk. Now I will create a special type of VLAN here. Remote, we call them remote span. Yeah, this is the VLAN we need to create on both switches. Okay, so let's configure this PC first. 1/1. If normally when you shut down, so it will lose the IP, so I need to type IP 192.168.1.1. Done and apply. Exit, exit, and exit this one, and I don't need right now this one. Go to PC2. Okay, and go to control panel, network, and type 192.168.1.2. okay, apply, exit, 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 and from here let's ping 192.168.1.2. yeah, so I'm reachable to this PC. It's okay. PC1 and PC2 is okay now, and this one is already we know. So now I need a remote span configuration. First thing first, I need to enable trunking on this interface 0/2, which connected two switches. Let's go to switch 1. Okay, and first thing I need enable configuration host name SW1. okay, and interface E0/2, sorry, E0/2 switch port trunk encapsulation.1q switch port mode trunk, and no shutdown. We know this from yesterday. Done. Now I need to go to switch, this switch, and make the same this interface trunk. I know it will be trunk automatically because of DTP, you remember, yeah, but I want to be sure. And SW2, even if I check show interface trunk, so it is a trunk through negotiation. Yesterday we discussed, but anyway, for safe side, I will go to 0/2 0/2 switch port trunk encapsulation.1q switch port mode trunk, and no shutdown. Done. So I make this interface between switches trunk is required. Now coming to switch 1, which is our where our target are exist. So what I will do, I will say go to configuration interface. No, I need a first I need a span port. So what I will do, I will create a VLAN with any number, suppose 100. This the only difference. Type remote span command. Done. And do the same thing here on this switch. If you have many switches, you have to do the same thing, and the number has to be the same. VLAN 100 remote span and exit. And if I have 3 switches, I will do the same thing. Exit, and now I'm here. Now this is clear. Now what I will do, I will say monitor session 1, just like a local span, and I will say my source is interface. Which interface? E0/0, both. I just told you. So 1 is the number, source interface is this one. This is the source. And where is the destination? So I will say monitor session 1, destination is remote VLAN, which is a number of 100. Done. From this switch we done our job. So I create a remote span, and what I say that capture the packet from this interface and forward the traffic to this VLAN. Done. Do right. Now let's go to switch 2, how they will receive the traffic. Actually they have also the same VLAN. Here they will say monitor session 1. 1 is not important, it can be any number. Source is remote VLAN 100, and monitor session 1 destination is interface where they want to forward E0/0 to reach to analyzer. interface E0/0. Let me double check a 0/0. Before typing this one, let's go to this one and start the ping. If I start the ping 192.168.1.2, I am pinging from here to here. So why I will receive ping here? It doesn't make any sense. So if I go to Windows 7, okay, I did not type the second command. I'm just waiting to show you first, then I will type this command so that you get the idea how it is working. Okay, so let's wait for this Windows 7 to come up. So pinging is working. I did not type this command. Destination is interface. So now they will give the traffic to VLAN 100. VLAN 100 will give it to here. From here we will capture and will forward to analyzer. Okay, so it's come up now. Test 1 2 3. And if I okay, and if I go to Wireshark, okay, and the interface I'm connected to switch is this interface, and if I type ICMP, so I'm not receiving any ICMP. Okay, but after this command it will start to receive if my configuration is okay. Let's see now and look at now. They say that 1.1 is pinging 1.2 and I'm receiving the copy all the way. Analyzer is somewhere else and source means our target. I'm just saying source basically is a target. So target is here. Again, this interface will be in monitoring phase. So now you can see it's going all the way and reaching here. And you can see the traffic is coming. But if I stop this one, PC1 is pinging to PC2, so it will stop. It stopped now. So you get the idea. Now go to switches. Okay. Show monitor session 1. This is the command to verify. So it says that 100 is the remote span VLAN and this is the destination port. Okay, because I'm in switch 2. If I go to switch 1, show monitor session 1, so it says that source is Ethernet E0/0 for both traffic, means coming and going traffic. It will forward them to remote span VLAN. This is the only concept here. We just create a special type of VLAN which we call them remote span VLAN. So it will forward here, and when it's forward here, they will take from that VLAN and will forward to 0/0 where analyzer is connected. This is the techniques which we are using. From one place they are giving from interface to VLAN, and here from VLAN to interface we are giving to our analyzer. Okay, let me go if I miss something. Yeah, that's the only thing. Show monitor session all, show monitor session 1, whatever you number you give them, and you can verify. So this was a remote span when we configure span and multiple switches where our target is somewhere else connected and our sniffer is somewhere else, then we are using remote span.